Good morning, students. Welcome to the series of lectures in the subject Health, Safety and Environment Management. Today, we will discuss about the topic organization behavior, human factors contributing to accidents. In many industries, accidents do not occur only because of machine failure or technical problems. In most of the cases, accidents happen because of human behavior, poor organizational practices, lack of communication, stress negligence, or unsafe working conditions. Studies show Studies show that a large percentage of industrial accidents are directly or indirectly caused by human factors. Therefore, understanding these factors is essential for improving workplace safety and preventing accidents. Coming to the introduction to human factors in industrial safety. Human factors refer to the physical, psychological, behavioral, and organizational conditions that influence employee performance and decision making at the workplace. Those factors may include employee attitudes, organizational culture, work pressure, fatigue, training quality, and communication systems, supervision, workplace design. If these factors are not properly managed, they can lead to unsafe behavior, errors, and accidents. Now, let us discuss the major organizational and behavioral human factors contributing to accidents. First one is lack of safety culture. Definition of lack of safety culture is means the organization does not give proper importance to safety. Employees and management may ignore safety practices or treat safety as less important than production targets. Contributing factors are management focusing only on productivity and profits, lack of commitment towards safety programs, and employees not encouraged to report hazards, and poor communication of safety policies. When safety culture is weak, workers may start believing that safety rules are unnecessary. They may ignore PPE kits by paying safety procedures, bypass safety procedures, and take shortcuts to complete work faster. For example, in a factory, workers may avoid wearing helmets or gloves because management does not strictly enforce safety rules. This is about the explanation of culture of the employees, which leads to the impact. What is the impact? Which increase in accidents and injuries, unsafe work habits, because unsafe work habits become common. Employees lost confidence in management. So employees lost confidence in management. Coming to prevention of this effects. Management should strongly support the safety programs. Management should strongly support the safety programs. Safety should be treated as a core organizational value. Employees should be rewarded for safe behavior. Coming to the unsafe behavior. Coming to the definition of unsafe behavior. Unsafe behavior refers to actions performed by the employees that violate safety procedures or increase the chance of accidents. Coming to the example of unsafe behaviors, not wearing PPE kits and operating machinery without authorization and ignoring warning signs and running inside industrial areas using damaged tools. What are the causes of these unsafe behaviors? Unsafe behaviors often occur because of time pressure, lack of supervision, carelessness, overconfidence, and complacency. Coming to the explanation of unsafe behavior is sometimes employees knowingly ignore safety rules to save time or reduce effort. However, even a small unsafe act can cause major accidents. For example, a worker may clean a machine without turning off the power supply turning off the power supply, which can result in serious injury. How to prevent this unsafe behavior? Conduct regular safety awareness programs and strictly enforce safety rules and encourage employees to report unsafe acts. Third one is pure communication. What is the definition of pure communication? Inadequate flow of information regarding safety procedures and risks. What are the contributing factors in poor communication? Which lack of clear instructions, language barriers, and misunderstanding of safety procedures, failure to report hazards or near misses. Coming to the explanation of pure communication is very important in industrial safety. Employees must clearly understand work procedures, hazard warnings, and employee actions and safety responsibilities. If communication is poor, workers may misunderstand instructions and perform tasks incorrectly. For example, if workers are not informed about maintenance activities, they may accidentally start equipment under repair. Coming to the prevention of this poor communication is use simple and clear communication and conduct regular toolbox talks and meetings, display safety signs and instructions, encourage open communication between workers and supervisors. Coming to third factor is fatigue and overwork. Coming to the definition of fatigue, which is a physical and mental exhaustion caused by excessive work, long shifts, lack of sleep, or continuous stress. Coming to impact of fatigue, reduced concentration, slow retention time, and poor decision making, increased errors, and accidents. Coming to the ex- explanation of fatigue and overwork. When workers are tired, they cannot focus properly on their tasks. Their ability to identify hazards decreases. For example, an operator working for long hours may miss important warning signals or make operational mistakes, may ignore operational mistakes or neglect the operational signals and mistakes. What are the causes of this one? Overtime work, night shifts, insufficient rest breaks, and heavy workloads. How to prevent this one? Provide proper work rest schedules, limit overtime, ensure adequate staffing, and promote employee wellness programs. Third one is insufficient training. Fifth factor is insufficient training. Coming to the definition of insufficient training, inadequate training on safety protocols, equipment uses, and emergency procedures. That is the definition of insufficient training. What are the causes? Lack of induction programs or training, infrequent refresher training, and inexperienced employees. Coming to the explanation of insufficient training is without proper training, workers may not know how to operate machinery safely, how to use PPE, how to respond during emergencies. This increases the risk of accidents and equipment damage. For example, an untrained worker handling chemicals may not understand hazard symbols and may mix incompatible chemicals. How to prevent? Conduct regular training programs, provide practical demonstrations, organize mock drills and emergency exercises. Next, sixth factor is lack of supervision. Coming to the definition of lack of supervision is lack of supervision means inadequate monitoring of workplace activities by supervisors or management. What are the causes? Insufficient number of supervisors, poor monitoring systems, and weak enforcement of safety rules. Coming to the explanation, supervisors play a major role in ensuring employees follow safety procedures. Without proper supervision, workers may ignore safety measures. For example, employees may operate machinery unsafely when supervisors are absent. What is the impact of these activities? Increase in unsafe acts, poor discipline, and reduced safety compliance. How to prevent these activities? Conduct regular workplace inspections. Supervisors should actively monitor workers. Immediate corrective actions should be taken. Coming to seventh one is stress and mental health issues. Coming to the definition of stress and mental health issues is stress refers to mental or emotional pressure affecting employee performance and concentration. What are the causes of this one? Heavy workload, job insecurity, poor work-life balance, and workplace conflicts. Coming to the impact, stress affects attention, judgment, decision making, emotional stability. Highly stressed employees are more likely to make mistakes and cause accidents. Coming to the examples of this stress and mental health issues, a mentally stressed worker may fail to follow operating procedures correctly or may react slowly during emergencies. Coming to the prevention, maintain healthy work environments, encourage counseling and mental health support, and reduce excessive work pressure. Coming to the eighth factor, that is compliancy and overconfidence. Compliancy and overconfidence. Coming to the definition of compliancy and overconfidence. Compliancy occurs when an employee become too comfortable or overconfident while performing routine tasks. What are the causes? Repeating the same task for many years and believing accidents will never happen. And believing accidents will never happen. Last one is familiarity with the hazardous operations. Coming to the explanation of compliancy and overconfidence is experienced workers sometimes ignore safety precautions because they feel confident about their skills. For example, a worker may stop using gloves while handling chemicals because nothing happened previously. What is the impact? Negligence toward hazards, increased accident probability. Coming to the prevention, how to prevent? Conduct periodic safety reminders, encourage continuous safety awareness, rotate tasks when possible. And coming to ninth factor is poor work design, means ergonomics, which is also called as ergonomics. Coming to the definition of poor work design means poor ergonomics refers to improper workplace or equipment design that causes physical discomfort or strain. Means workstations, tools or tasks that are not ergonomically designed leading to physical strain or improper working conditions. What are the examples of this one? Poor seating arrangements, repetitive motions, and inadequate lighting, poor ventilation, improper machine layout. These are the examples for poor work design. What are the impacts of this poor work design? Poor ergonomics can lead to musculoskeletal disorders, fatigue, reduced productivity, increased accidents. Employees working in uncomfortable positions may lose concentration and make operational errors. How to prevent this one? Design ergonomic workstations, improve lighting and ventilation, and reduce repetitive tasks. Last factor is poor maintenance and unsafe conditions, which is poor maintenance and unsafe conditions. Coming to the definition of uh, poor maintenance and unsafe conditions are unsafe conditions arise when equipment, tools, or workplaces are not properly maintained. Coming to the examples, faulty machinery, oil spills on floors, damaged electrical wiring, broken safety alarms, unorganized workplaces. Coming to the explanation of this one is poor maintenance creates hazardous conditions that can directly cause accidents. For example, slippery floors may cause falls and faulty machines may malfunction unexpectedly. How to prevent this one? Conduct regular inspections and maintenance, repair damaged equipment immediately, maintain housekeeping and cleanliness. Coming to the conclusion of managerial behavior and human factors contributing to accidents is to conclude human factors and organizational behavior greatly influence industrial safety. Many accidents occur not because of technical failures but because of unsafe behavior, poor communication, stress, fatigue, lack of training, and weak safety culture. Therefore, industries must develop strong safety culture, provide proper training, encourage communication, improve supervision, support employee well-being, maintain safe working conditions. Industrial safety can only be achieved when both management and employees work together responsibly. This is about this managerial behavior and human factors contributing to accidents. Thank you.